just be honest. What is the character to you? What is the show to you? How's the experience different from what you've done? Because clearly you're all professionals, but mostly because you've done some Broadway musicals here.
Yes.
But that's our world. That's somebody else's voice saying something else. So I'm very curious to what the experience of doing a by and for Panama musical is as Panamanian professionals.
And when you say that we should be more Latin, that is really good to hear, because I don't know if you remember at the very beginning I was like, could we like work on more of a Latin accent? And I've started to feel more comfortable to do it now.
My experience is that, first of all, this is my first play.
Oh, really?
I have never sing or dance or act at the same time.
Wow.
I have never acted in my life. Actually, it's thanks to Mona. Mona really, her advices teach me a lot and help me a lot to understand how a character may be developed. How do you build this person that's part of yourself, but at the same time it's not, and you give life to it. And physically, it was a challenge for me. I keep running from the top of the play to the very end, and I couldn't catch the words and the singing and the breath. The breath was really a challenge to have.
What's it like to be Panamanian, or telling this Panamanian story, trying to fit so much history into the play? I think Rob and Yolanda were very wanting to share Panama's history in the show, and then the balance that is challenging to strike is, how do you strike a balance between, you don't want to write a travelogue or a history show,
Sure.
you want to write a compelling story. So it's how does Panama become the place in which the story unfurls? I definitely think that in a future version of the script, that place and the canals and all that stuff can be weaved in. Just we had to start snipping and snipping and snipping to make sure to make anything that was a speed bump to this relationship.
Right.
Bye-bye. Was pretty much snipped.
And some of us had never had the opportunity to be principals or have such an opportunity like this to shine.
Yes.
And Mona and Rob and Yolanda gave us newbies, their trust.
In my experience, I've been so used to work with proven products, finished scripts, Broadway musicals that have been on stage for 20, 30 years. You get the script for Les Miserables or Phantom of the Opera or this and that, but I had never had the experience of working from like ground zero, and having the opportunity to do it with this team, Mona, who she's done magic, and she was the person to work this with. And the biggest challenge for me has been like working on this endless road of implementing and changing, and it kind of gets you out of but okay, this is okay. Randy, for this show, Eddie Machete is doing this because of that. Okay, great. I can't screw up. Let's do it.
Like for anything.
And any other thoughts we have about this
Well,
process?
we do have a Sonyan here
Yes.
that I would love for you.
Yes. Please. Speak.
My great-grandparents came to Panama to work on the canal, and in the era that this play is set in, my grandmother would have been running around and wearing the same things that I see on stage. So that's a great treat for me to be in the era and to have mental flashbacks of the stories that she told me of her youth.